Good morning, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Gambit017, and I'm going to be your host for the next couple runs. I am here with teapartycthulu for a couple of runs in a row here, and I will let them go ahead and let you know what we're about to see.
All right, so our first run here is a game called Remifla Spirits 2. This is a Toho project run-and-gun game developed by Yute. You may know them for developing a bunch of other Toho project games. This game features, as the name suggests, Remilia and Flandra, and it's a little run-and-gun adventure. So if we're ready to go, we're ready to start here. All right, so ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. So thank you to Dotface and Chad who said good luck, because we are going to need a lot of that. This game is a lot of luck, as most run-and-gun speedruns end up being. So this is kind of a Contra-like run-and-gun. It's extremely fast-paced platformer, just kind of shoot a lot. Really, like most run-and-guns, the actual platforming part of it is like trivially easy, but the real hard part is the boss fights as we come here. To our first boss fight, Marisa. Probably not everybody's favorite Toho character. I'm very, very sad that we had to get this weapon to start off with, because this is the one weapon in the game that I found out while I was de-resting this run this weekend that you can actually dash to go faster with. And I hate it. But when I said a lot of this run is luck, it's mostly down to the weapon drops. As you can see, the weapon drops I have now, you can hold 2 of them. I have the short-range spread gun right here, which is probably the most overpowered weapon in the entire game. Actually, it's definitely the most overpowered weapon in the entire game. And then I also have the homing laser. There's 6 different weapons in this game, and basically what we're looking for is the short-range spread, which does the absolute most damage output out of like any weapon. And then actually before probably this weekend, I probably would not have liked the homing laser that much, but it's actually pretty good, except for this boss fight. Here's Nazrin. This is by far the hardest boss fight of the entire game, at least to optimize. There actually is a harder boss fight later, but that's just to survive. This boss fight is really tricky because you have to take out Nazrin's crystals before you can actually damage her. It's not easy to do, especially when your only weapon is the homing laser, because it will home onto the crystals instead of Nazrin. And especially if you die like that, a lot of the hitboxes in this game are pretty tight to try and jump around like as you would expect from a Toho game. So like, we've had like terrible luck against Nazrin so far. But we're actually, okay, I kind of lied before then when I was talking about what we want for weapon drops. For Nazrin, there's also like a boomerang shot weapon, and that's kind of what we want to see for Nazrin, because it will actually pierce through the crystals. Also, when a boss gets down half health, you get another weapon drop. We got a pretty good one here, the double shot. It has pretty good damage output. We got kind of bad luck there with Nazrin. This is kind of how most runs of this game go. You have a great Marisa, and then you just get destroyed by Nazrin because she gives you a terrible pattern. Like I've never seen her play like this aggressively before. So I'm probably going to have to farm a few lives later. If I do get a game over, it's not a big deal because you just restart the stage, but I prefer to actually 1cc. So that was probably one of the worst Nazrin fights I've ever seen. Which, she is like probably the most absolutely stupid part of this whole run. All the other bosses, except for the stage 4 boss, are really not that bad. So, normal range spread is also a pretty good weapon. It's not as good damage output as the double shot, and nowhere near as good as the short range spread, but it covers a good range, and it's fairly decent damage output. It's kind of strong because how this game works and how you want to maximize your damage output in this game is that nothing in this game actually has any invincibility frames at all. So you just kind of want to pelt them with the most shots possible. So here we go, Koichi Fight. Koichi is actually one of the simpler bosses. So I kind of have nothing to say for this boss.
So are all the weapon drops just kind of random in this game is what I'm getting at?
They are completely random. I have found no way to ever manipulate them. Oh, short range spread is what we want to see for Koichi. Short range spread and homing laser is really strong against Koichi. So there's Koichi down. Koichi, no problem. One of the easier fights. And now we get to the first vertical stage, and the only one, actually. Because this game is quite short, as you can see from the estimate being like 10 minutes. My PB in this game, my recorded we got really bad luck with the spread gun right there. I'm actually going to take an intentional death right here because I don't think I'll get through the boss with 1 life. Because this boss can be pretty hard. It has a lot of tricky patterns, you can get really unlucky with it. So, as I was saying, my PB in this game is actually my best recorded run is like a 6:14. While I was de-russing this weekend, doing like unrecorded runs, I actually got like a 5:57 or something, which is a really, really good run. And of course I wasn't recording it. I was really sad when I got that. Because there was like, I had like insane luck on every stage. It's still, if you want to know how luck-based this game is, I got really crazy luck and it was still 30 seconds for my summer best. So yeah, also you see we have a mid-air roll. Oh, also here's our next bosses, Ama and Hatate. Ama is a big jerk. She will just, she's the most obnoxious patterns, and Hatate will use her camera to attack you. So we've been getting really bad luck on Ama's patterns. Normally what you would want to do for this boss is get short range spread and stand up in Ama's face and spam bombs. You can get like easily 2 of them before you get here. So you just want to do that and you can basically take her out immediately and then she's no problem. Because Hatate on her own is very, very easy. Because you can just kind of stand there and shoot her. It's just going to take a while because we don't have a good weapon. We just kind of have to do this with the normal shot. And the boomerang shot is pretty much the worst weapon you could hope for at this point. Because if you're standing on the ground, it doesn't go high enough to hit it. So you also have bombs, you can pick up a limited amount of them. Maylene will drop them on each stage. And they make you invincible, and they do a little bit of damage, and they cancel all shots that come on screen for a short amount of time. So we're already on to the last stage of this game, actually. On normal, this game is a lot shorter, because you only have to do 5 stages. In hard, there are 7 stages. You have to do hard to get the true ending. But we are doing normal here with Remilia. And so we have one last boss. This platforming stage is one of the easier ones. It's just hard when you get boomerang shot because it just doesn't go at all where you want. Luckily, we can pick up 1 extra life, probably right here, once you get 100 of the little spell cards. Not spell cards, those aren't spell cards. But you get 100 of those, and you get an extra life. And, okay, that's horrible luck, actually. Those things, it's like, depending on the exact sub-pixel that they're on, I think that it depends on if they hit you, and we just got, like, the worst one. So here we have Sanai. Time will end whenever the game fades to black after mashing through her text. Sanai is a very, very easy boss fight as well. But I'm going to have to play it a bit safe because I would like to not die on Sanai and have to redo the whole stage. So I'm going to hope I can kill her right here. I did. And time will end in 3, 2, 1, time. And that was Remifla Spirits 2. We didn't get the true ending because we didn't do it on hard mode, but there's Remifla. In fact, the game will tell us here, hey, you have to do hard mode to get the true ending. So, fun little Touhou run and gun from Yuyute, known for a lot of really good Touhou games.
That was just amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. It's just a shame that it's like basically 100% random. So we can skip the credits here. I'm just gonna say one thing, watch Mystery Tournament 15 if you want to see this game more. Spoilers, sorry Roar.
Well, thank you, Tea Party. We will be back very shortly with our next run, which will be featuring you again, I believe.
Yep.